Hello everyone and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the very last game that we're about to play, Renovatio and
we're
Relics.
going for 2 more rubber sets after this.
Yeah, actually there's 2 more rubber sets and we're just going to troll the teams and say, nope, you actually haven't won. Relics took it back. We're going to go to the next one. That's the advantage.
Yeah, we're going to play to tomorrow morning 9 a.m. Yeah.
Of course, we're just joking. This is in fact going to be the ace match here between Renovatio and Relics. Whoever takes it takes the dream as well to DreamHack Summer. Lots on the line here between these two teams, Babel.
Yep. Well, definitely. And I do believe that despite what Chad has been saying,
My right hand counts?
No. No. I believe despite what Chad has been saying, we both deserve, and I'm speaking on their behalf as well, we both think that both of these teams deserve to be here.
Definitely.
They both deserve to represent SCA. They both have done their absolute best.
Yep.
And I am just now going to say that the better team will take that opportunity. And hopefully they don't fall face flat.
In World Championships as well.
That's my only hope. That's my only hope, right? But yeah, anyway, guys, this is Babel. With me is Arctic Shadow. And we are very tired. And
it's been a long day. It's been about, I think, close to 12 hours now that we've been here, almost there. So as you can see from the tired face, as I had yesterday, this time at least I have someone that's with me and tired with me together. So I believe the draft for the final game has started. So let's take a look. It is going to be infernal.
Oh my God! This is the wrong draft because I saw first pick on Relics, and it's oh no, still not loading. Is this the right draft? Okay.
Infernal Shrines?
Okay, they have first pick. Now let's see what happened.
Oh, Relics actually got first pick.
They got greedy.
Renovatio got greedy.
No, Relics got greedy. Let's see what happened. First pick, first ban. Relics with the first pick. They banned out the Muradin. Renovatio banned out the ETC. So both of those heroes are banned out. They are forced into Sonya. And when they pick the Sonya, Renovatio with Rhaegar Greymane, that's a standard Renovatio pick. Nothing special there. They pick Morales, Lunara. Renovatio then bans the Tassadar, which is an okay ban. Relics then bans Thrall, which is, once again, did not work out for like 7 matches, sorry. And now finally still banning Thrall the second time. Renovatio picks Sylvanas
and
Zeratul, but does not have an answer for who will be doing the objective. Relics picks up Tyrael and Falstad. I like the Falstad pick. I like the Lunara. I just don't like the fact that they picked Sonya so early on. It could be a steal away. Yeah.
I think it is, in fact, they steal.
Relics, they had a plan. They had a plan that they're going to give up the Muradin just because they hoped that that would be the bait for Renovatio to go into a core century come. Ah, Nuberag!
Okay. Yes, there were some recent patch changes to Anubarak.
No. You have to listen to it. You remember the first game we casted for this entire region?
Yes.
It was Resurgence that picked Anubarak.
Yes, and it didn't work.
And they got wrecked.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
By Sabun,
Sabun Gaming. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying that it's a sign of anything, but when you pick Anubarak, people's minds get blown.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. But again, you know, with the recent reworks, yes, he is a little bit more viable. Just that little bit. He is a bit more tanky. But I have to agree with you. I don't think Anubarak...
You are in Southeast Asia. This is a region that does not respect any... no, not just Illidan. any viable heroes. We play our own stuff.
True.
So even if this is viable elsewhere, it's not viable here.
Really?
Yeah, it's
You're
not
being
viable
very
here.
bad now.
Yeah,
You're being a naughty boy.
I mean, that's a solo Anubarak. Like, holy cow! Are you in the right state of mind?
Maybe this is the trump card that Renovatio has.
What the hell's the Bill's gonna do? Like, okay, he's got some stunts. Let's see his reworks. Dampen magics. No, okay, he's got dampen magic.
Yeah.
That is the counter against Lunara. Probably gonna get picked up. Cheetah's plating. I think this is just straight out just for Cocoon. I think it's just straight out for Cocoon. I cannot see any other reason why you would pick an Anubarak except that you can Cocoon the Morales.
Yep.
And in that instance, probably, you know, do something. But hey, they got Tyrael.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's not fake, you know. Sanctification's gonna do a lot of work. They're gonna buy some time. Falstad with the Gus. Oh, this is a bad idea. I would have preferred Stitches on so many more different counts because I know Stitches...
Maybe even Arthas.
Stitches Gorge. Arthas is too... Okay. When SCA started playing Arthas, the whole world said Arthas was shit.
Yep.
When Korea started playing Arthas, the
whole
whole
world
world
said Arthas is
Arthas
great.
was great,
Yeah.
godlike. And now, if we play Arthas again, you know, we're going to lose a lot of face now. So the point is, we're not going to pick Arthas because we cannot play Arthas anymore. There is no player in SCA that can run a good Arthas. Even Resurgence, they themselves admit that. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, what is Arthas going to do? How is Arthas going to solve the Morales problem?
He's not. I'm not saying that he will.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, you know, and even that as well, as you mentioned they don't have someone to do the objectives as well.
Yeah.
Not well. They don't have a kill task. No Li Ming either. What's going on in this game?
Okay, key condition here for Relics to avoid all the crowd control from Renovatio is Tyrell and Falstad do not stand together.
Okay.
When they stand together, Void Prison, Whirling Arrow, you name it, they have it. They're going to be able to take both down, they're going to take both out. And when both goes out, then they cannot disengage. When they cannot disengage, Morales will die.
Yes.
That is the plan from Renovatio. It makes sense. In that case, it makes sense.
On paper.
On paper.
Yeah.
But it's a Nubarek. Like, once again, this is the result of banning ETC and Muradin and then picking a warrior last. I think this is just a tad too greedy. Yeah, just a tad too greedy. Correct.
By Renovatio.
Yeah, and they really want to stun, warrior. They really want to stun warrior. They don't want to go for a Johanna, which would have also been okay. But they know that Johanna will not work against Lunara Sonia, so they decided to go for Anubrak instead. You know, I really respect Renovatio a lot, and I think that this is like the best shot I can come up with, despite that a good plan's going in. But the key thing that really fell apart was the first ban.
Yep. The intuition there, I think, and then they banning out Muradin as well. I think Relics were on point with the Muradin ban there.
They decided to flip it around, ban out the Muradin, and then they punished this draft for being too greedy. They did that. They did it very, very well. Renovatio, on the flip side, should not have banned out the ETC. They should have given the ETC over, and at least they would have options of Tyrael and Sonia, because Sonia will not be picked up. Then they don't have to go Greymane Rhaegar, although I know they will almost 100% go for those two.
Rhaegar,
almost 100%. I think that the key part that broke down in this entire draft was the Sylvanas Zeratul in the mid pick, because they didn't need to go for Sylvanas Zeratul. It's just a preference pick for them.
I think so too, yeah.
It could be a morale thing. Remember how Relics was feeling when you talked to them after the first game? Yeah, it could just be that situation. Resurgence was also being placed in the same situation when they lost the second game. So close. They could have won it, but it was so close that it was so demoralized that they instantaneously went towards comfort pick that were wrong decisions. Like picking up a Sonia, wrong. So they realize that now because they lost. So Renovatio, I am thinking that they are not... They on paper, I would say that this draft would go to Relics. I would say so. Unless execution proves me wrong, and you have Anubarak with a very good cocoon, and Tyrael and Falstad sticks together like glue, as if they're married, and you have Sylvanas Whirling Arrow, as well as the Void Prison, zoning out, plus silencing both of them, then Relics is in a lot of trouble, because you have Greymane Anubarak, who does have a lot of mobility, jump in the back line, that medic is dead.
Yeah, but there's too many of these things that needs to happen in order for Renovatio's lineup to actually work. So, yes, I have to agree with you. I think Relics lineup is the better one.
Yeah, plus they have no one that can really clear the objective here.
Yes.
No one that can stay inside. Sonic can stay inside. They got no range bursts like Kel'Thas, Jaina, nothing like that. Not even Vala. It has to be the Sylvanas that's going to have to use a very heavy skill like the, what's that?
Withering Arrow?
No, the other one. The
dagger?
The dagger.
Okay.
Was the Shadow Dagger?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. I just know it's dagger. I call it dagger.
Well, basically, the dagger is gonna is the only thing that can clear the Guardians. But even then, it ticks. It doesn't wipe it out, which means that they can steal it back. Relic can steal it back. Okay. Except if Zeratul is in the vicinity and he cleave. But then you're spamming a blink. You're spamming the Shadow Dagger. Is it really called a Shadow Dagger? I think it is. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time.
For the last time, we are in this final game, guys. Thank you for tuning in this entire series, the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. We are down to the very last game between these two, Relics versus Renovatio. It is going to be the ace match happening right now over on Team Relics. We have Zace on the Sonya, Zesn going to be on the Falstad, Mer going to be on his Lieutenant Morales yet again, Trinity on the Lunara, and top lane we're going to have Bun Bun on Tyrael.
And on the red team, Renovatio from the Philippines looking to just defend their title and once again fly out as proud representatives of Southeast Asia. Jumpy Lion on the Zeratul, Anubarak being played by Hahar. On the bottom side, they got VYY on the Sylvanas, Iskoa being played by Greymane, as well as Stronger on the Rhaegar. So this is going to be a really exciting and intense match. And regardless of who wins, one team's going to go home crying, the other one's going to go home knowing that they're going to Sweden.
Yep.
And that's just an awesome feeling to have. You know what's the funny thing? Both of these teams, they have actually represented Southeast Asia before.
Have.
So they just want to go back to the moment of glory.
They know that feeling of lifting the championship and going back there again. So yeah, I have to give it to both of these teams. Again, we have to emphasize that both teams deserve this. They have fought their way to this very last game here today. So by no means should we take away any credit from these two teams because they have trained hard and they have played harder to make their way to this area. And right now, both teams are just playing it really good hots. Well, by C standards, so you can say.
Yeah, well, they're fighting for the chance to just be in front of the huge crowd at an international global event in the World Seasonal Final. So let's see how that's going to work out here. Murph, a rotation. Very nice, but it did not connect. Stronger pulling back. VYY, great job. Disengaging there will be fine. Mid lane already, you see Hahar soaking up the lane. Maybe that's what he's meant to do.
Just being the Anubarak to soak the lanes. We do see a rotation as well. The entire team actually converging on the middle. It does look like they're just going to cross paths there for a second as they move away. The first shrine is going to be activated. It is going to be at the middle. Bottom, we still see the Falstad going up against VYY. I think he's going to remain in that lane for now. Falstad, of course, can at any time take flight to the middle to try and help out his team. But here we see the activation by Sonya as he goes in. He's going to get stunned by Anubarak here. His Skoa going in for him as well. But Mer will be there to heal him right back up. And this is the problem when you have to commit 3 to 4 heroes to do this objective when all they have to do is leave one Sonya there. Tyr is going to come in to help them a little bit. Trinity as well is going to be there. Jumpy Line coming in from the back here. They will get the jump onto Trinity, who could be in some trouble. Here comes the stun as well. Trinity dropping really low. No healing coming out from Murder as he goes down.
He was healing Trinity.
Yeah, a bit too late there.
Yeah, the mistake was overextending to this part. I mean, if you call this the halfway mark, standing here as the Lunara while the rest of the team is here, that does not make sense to me. Overextensions on his part.
Yep, Renovatio though, they will be able to get this first objective. Not that bad. However, it's only the first objective. The first Punisher doesn't really do much. You're able to take down the outer tower structures. That's about it. I think the blue side should be able to deal with this pretty easily for themselves as well. But it's more of the damage and the death that came by on Lunara as well.
They don't really have the advantage going in as well in the early game here for Relics, so they have to take a few Punishers beating, that's for sure. They also have a Sylvanas on that side, so at least the Sylvanas will be able to provide some form of push value. But straight away you could see that Jumpy Line, very smart move to be in the top lane to soak this lane to even up the EXP. Bottom lane was ignored for a little bit. Zasan swings back by and we'll be fine.
Yep. Zasan at the bottom lane, he should be fine. VYY going to make his way towards that area as the red team pick up on a couple of those camps there. Blue side going to do the exact same thing. But it does look like Anubarak wants to stop this. He does come in from the side there. No, he is actually going to back off after taking a couple of those spears to his face. And they are just going to go back to the rotation of the mid lane to get out on some more soak. Still pretty level on EXP though. Red side, Renovatio, they are slightly ahead by about half a level. So they are going to get that level 7 first. Now we see Anubarak burrowing himself back to safety. Tyr at the top. We do see a rotation. Greymane could actually go for the Tyr, but I don't think anything's going to happen at the top lane. Tyr will be able to get himself away with the Underwind's might.
VYY paging for a bit of assistance. Haha swings down, swings back down to the bottom area. They will be able to pick off this easy camp, and I think Zasan, they want to fight here. Zaze goes in, the slams does go down. Anubarak not going to be able to do anything. Trinity in the back line already know Withering Fire, rather Haunting Wave. Sylvanas will go down. Man, it's been so long. Alright, level 7 both sides. Let's check out the Anubarak build here. It's Dampen Magic, like I mentioned just now, and Legion of Beetle, Leeching Scarab. So it is somewhat like a sustain tank build. How effective it is really depends on it really depends how they play. Yeah, because so far the build looks okay. If it's like you pick an Anubarak and you have to build him tank, that's a little bit sad for me.
Yep, definitely there. As the next shrine is going to be activated, again, neck and neck in terms of EXP. We are going to see a pause here by VYY though, so the Renovatio team just having some issues. They instantly ready up though.
Yeah, could just be a screen freeze. I've seen a couple of those this tournament.
Just always have issues with PCs when you have playing on a LAN tournament, so this will bound to be happening there.
Or the server, one or the other, it always happens. Right. Okay, so Bun does not have Holy Ground, of course it's so early on, so not able to really wall in those targets. That would have been a kill if this is a very late game, but it's still early. And you could see the raid team just posturing once again in the backside there. That Eldraine, he's never going to pot over, don't worry. Mer needs to be careful, his positioning is slightly off. There we go, that's a lot better.
And now Jumpy Lion coming from the back here, setting up his attack on Mer. Here comes the stun by Anubarak. Mer going to get chain stun, and he's probably going to fall here. And that's going to be it for the blue side, as they are actually they're continuing on to the push.
Just ask yourself, at what cost?
Yeah, at what cost? As Breaky CPK would actually always say, at
idol.
What cost?
Yeah, at what cost? Really, this is insane. They went all in on the medic. 4 heroes against 1.
I think it's the same issue that we saw the first game, or the very first game that we saw, as now ZN probably going to picked off their barrel already used, and he's not going to survive that. It's the problem we saw in the first game. When you go all in for the medic, the Trinity, Trinity playing the Lunara, the Sonya, they are just going to do so much DPS on you, and you're just going to not be able to come out of it alive anyway.
This is very good play.
Yeah. BYY splitting up the push. They are going to get their level 10 now, so Heroics available.
And a free fort.
Yeah, and a free fort. And they do get a Punisher at the top lane, but they should be able to deal with that. And the blue side, they're not going to be able to push in. Relics, they're not going to be able to push in along with this, because Renovatio, they have their level 10, so...
I will have to say, great plays by Renovatio for staying ahead of the level curve right here. Sylvanas playing aggressively, decides to 1v1 ZN, but the backup cavalry, it has arrived. Mer now throwing out a displacement grenade, and VYY a little bit of trouble, wants to trade but will not get it off. The right click from the Medic picked up the kill. Wow, what an achievement.
Medic got a kill. Stronger though at the top lane, dropping really low as well to the tower and the creep wave. He will be fine. Yeah.
No, shouldn't. That's a bad trade. Okay, so that said, they're also going to be able to pick up the easy camp on the right side of this battleground, so those Kashras will be plying down the mid lane. Very nice push, and still playing catch-up on Relic's side, half a level down. Ace match, guys. Whoever wins this will be your representatives out of Southeast Asia.
Yep, here we see Jumpy Lion jumping up onto Trinity, but Mer will be there to heal her right back up. And as you mentioned, man, lots to play for. Ace match going on right now between Renovatio and Relics. So much have happened this entire day. We've actually come down to 6 games. The best possible outcome. Well, not the best possible outcome for us.
The longest possible
the longest possible outcome for this finals. It's been crazy. It's been a long day. It's been about 12 hours of casting, guys. But we're down to the wire. 7 minutes in here. Who will come out on top? Relics trailing behind by about half a level. But they do have their comfort picks here. Renovatio going with a slightly different, unorthodox pick lineup with Anubarak. But so far, it seems to be working out for them. Will they be able to carry on, though? That is the question.
They're holding on strong, but once it hits level 13, you're going to expect a lot of a level spike here in terms of power for Relics, where you have a Mystical Spear. So Sonya gets a lot more mobile. She's going to be able to go in front a lot easier as well. And not to forget that Tyrell's going to have a bit of extra help with the Imposing Will. I am assuming he's going to go for that one. We'll have to see. Level 16 is big with the... Oh, that Willing Arrow was wasted. They may want to take a fight now. Medivac goes in. Mer Trinity from the backline. This is going to be an ambush from the backside. Stronger takes a bit of a beating. Trinity overextends, but it's okay. It's a bit of a 3 versus 5. Haha swings by. They gotta take someone down. His Koa's gone. Ancestor down for a few seconds, and you can see the Cocoon going in and doing a lot of work. The Medic is not able to do anything. Sanctification popped a bit too slow, and they already lost the DPS on both sides. That is going to be Sylvanas as well. 0-2 pulling back. They still have that Sonya that's going to smash through the shell of the beetle there. Haha's going to pull back. Bun just taking tower damage now, but I'm sure he's got a good reason for that.
I think that was not the best that Relics could have done. They just wasted an opportunity there. They lost out the Lunara, they lost out the Falstad in that fight. Sanctification was used at a very awkward situation as well.
Too late.
So yeah, just a bit too late there. A bit unfortunate. They could have actually 5-man wiped them, in fact. So really unfortunate. A wasted opportunity there for Relics, as now we see the next shrine going to be activated here as Har comes in.
A very even trade. It resulted in a very even trade for the last fight. Level 13 both sides. So here we go. Trinity's going to get a bit of a power spike as well as the Lunara. And you see his squad jumping on. But see Mer again pulling in. I'm sure the Cocoon's out for use once again. The Cocoon connecting. And Zaze, they all have to save this This Dr. Matic, Dr. Mur, VYY dropping, nice Willinger, but it's not going to be good enough. Zay spinning away, his Goa dropping a little bit of HP, there goes the slice spinning slam, a second one, and dropping the beats like Dr. Dre, boom baby, another one goes down. Jumpy line in the back line, addressed and out. Bun Bun now wishing he's got judgment, but he picked the wrong talent. Is not able to do that.
Relics now looking like they are on point. Renovatio just falling a bit behind. They lose 3 in that fight there. The Cocoon was on point, but Relics turned back and were able to save them today. We do have a replay available, so now we have some downtime. Let's take a look at what happened there in that clash. As you can see here, his Goa going in, taking so much damage. The Cocoon on point again in the background. They were able to turn around and save him out of that though. VYY just diving a little bit too deep with the wave, and down he went. He was able to silence them out there, but unfortunately for him, Mur was able to keep him alive. Stronger going in deeper. His Goa as well gonna get caught off there as he gets taken down. Jumpy line in the background is gonna get DOT down to death, and that was a nice 3-man team wipe. Very
nicely done by Relics. Renovatio is still in this. I think you could see the Cocoon's effectiveness because of its extremely short cooldown. You can almost assume it to be in every single fight. But then again, the Sanctification as well as the Mighty Gust is always available for use. And generally, I just want to see Bun Bun use his Sanctification a lot better. Like, I know it's a great skill, and they're all going into the Medivac. It's going to take off in just a bit. Yep. Are they going for Sylvanas? No, they're going to the mid lane. Okay, this is just full-on retreat. Just abusing the mechanics of the Medivac. Very nice mobile skill set there.
Gives your whole team global presence to an extent. They will pick up on a couple of those easy camps, I think both at the middle and the bottom lane. Sonya is dealing with one herself. Sylvanas is at the top lane, of course, trying to push out the lane a little bit, but the blue side, they are currently in control. They do have that level 16, though the red team is pretty close. There's maybe a few more waves, and they will get the level 16 on their end as well. So they are going to be equal on talent here. Trinity now going to find Har. Will they actually engage onto this, though? It does look like he wants to poke away. Zest goes in. Hammerang going to be thrown out along with the quick lightning rod, but will not be able to take him down. He is a Anubarak, pretty tanky there as well, as they now set their sights on this middle side of forts. It does look like they are trying to go in. Jumpy Lion though, blinking in. Trinity jumping really low. Sanctification. Jumpy Lion making a huge mistake there, going in too deep. Cocoon going to be used up here onto Mur.
He got out, but he used Vorpal Blade to get back in because he thought that he's going to be able to kill Lunara. But a great Sanctification from Bun Bun, and also Mur was healing the wrong target. But now he's Goa pulling back out. Har taking a bit of a beating in the front line. Sylvanas with a really big wave on the top lane, threatening to take down the top structures, but there already is a Falstad in the top lane, also applying some form of defense. Hopefully that's going to last, but a fight on 2 different fronts, and we have 4 versus 3 in the mid. Sylvanas swings back by. This is going to be 4 versus 4. It's an even trade here. If they can't take this fight, they have the Cocoon once again, and there is no Sanctification. So they have to be very careful. Anubarak goes in, and the stun not really connecting on anyone. Zay's now swinging by again with those spins. The stun missing a second time. Bun Bun pulls back, and there is no further action. Falstad just came by. Very, very good plays by Renovatio. They are very aware of Falstad's location, and that's huge props to them.
Yep, they saw Falstad coming in. They instantly disengaged after they knew they couldn't take anyone down. They couldn't get the Cocoon off in time as well. They couldn't find an opening for them to go in. A few skills were missed out. They now have all their heroics up, and the next shrine is going to spawn up here. It is going to be the Frozen Punisher for them. Now Jumpy Lion could be in some trouble. He gets caught. Nice Void Prism there, catching 2 to get him away. But now they go in on his Goa. Ancestral Healing going to be popped, and pops him right back up to full HP. Har comes in from the side. From the side, his Goa goes back in. Sanctification now going to be dropped down. Har making his way. Falstad gets dropped in the background, but Sylvanas could be in some trouble as Sonya is chasing him down. Down goes the Lunara as well. This is not looking too good for Relics as Renovatio pushes back in, but here comes Relics as they turn things around. They take down the Sylvanas. They take down the Anubarak. Sorry, I mean the... my brain is locking down now, but Zays unfortunately will be able to turn the tides here. And down goes the 0-2 in the fight. Sorry, 0-2 was the hero I was looking for, the name. They lose the Sonya as well. Just really unfortunate there for them.
Well, Sonya did a great play. Went in, took out the, I think it was a bit of the backline, the 0-2 you mentioned, and then she just died again. That was a bit of a mistake on Mur's part. Should be healing up the Sonya, but didn't get that. So this would be a Punisher for the mid lane. We have a replay ready. We're going to bring that one up. There we
I think
go.
we are going to bring that one up. As we can see here, you see his Goa getting popped right back up by the Ancestral Healing. In came the Anubara connecting on 2. His Goa goes back in, and look at them. They just dove straight in for Falstad. Jumpy Line doing a good job. Mighty Guys a little bit too late. He gets taken by White and done. They lose the Lunara, they lose the Falstad, and unfortunate for them, they just couldn't recover from that. They were able to take down Zeratul though, as mentioned, but that was just it.
Yep, I think, well, the only bad thing about Medic is that she can only heal one person consistently, one target. Unfortunately, Bamban also took some damage there, and he was being forced to choose between 2. Falstad in the VP. Banban pops Sanctification just to run away. Will be okay. And then we have once again the Medic in the Cocoon. Will rejoin the team now. Zay's getting a bit of a heal, but there goes the extra Willing Arrow, and it does silence Relics. Relics pulls back up. A Jumpy Line goes in. Does way too much damage. Picks off the Tyrael as well as Lunara. Very nicely done by the Zeratul on Renovatio.
Zaze wants to go back in, he dives into VYY, tries to finish him off, but instantly gets burst down. Relics lose 3 here, but I don't think Renovatio can continue on with the push. They are a bit too low, so they will be, in fact, be able to back off. But right now, Renovatio swinging the game in their way and in their favor. They are just about to hit the level 20. They will have those Storm Tents available. Relics are starting to crumble a little bit here in this game.
Yeah. Just a very, very good dive mechanics coming with Renovatio. They have the spike from level 16. And it worked out well because remember that Cold Embrace that buffs up the Shadow Dagger, so that's like a bit of an extra vulnerability, 25% extra more damage on Relics. They have to be very careful about that one. Then we have the Rewind on Zeratul, means you have a lot of extra bombs, double bombs, so 4 bombs is going to come out here. Just pure burst against the Morales, against the Lunara. They have what it takes. For Relics, all they need to do really is just to group up together, because there is a bit of a lack of crowd control on that side. If they group up together, Void Prison, the main objective of VP here is not to just pull everyone together instead of a fight. The main objective of VP is to just block 2 targets and bring them out of the fight while they take care of the people that are still available.
Correct.
So as long as they stick together for Relics, I do believe they should be okay. The only key thing to note is that you really want to be very careful about your Tyrael and your Falstad positioning. Remember the Willing Arrow, that was the problem there.
They got the silence off, and that led to the chain reactions. Renovatio able to kill off 2 heroes, and later on 3. But a really good push by them. Now both teams reaching their level 20 now, as well as Renovatio will be able to take down some of the structures along with the towers. They will in fact back off though, as the next shrine is going to be activated. This is where the next fight is going to happen. Relics, will they be able to pull this back? Renovatio, it looks like they are the dominant team right now, as Relics is starting to crumble a little bit, but Relics, they do need to pull this one back. Again, this is the ace match, all or nothing, guys. It's either you win this or you go home empty-handed.
Yep, it's all or nothing right here. Harsh reality. There we have setting up the area. Nice scout there by the displacement grenade from Mer. They spot out Hahar as well. And the fight happening in the background. They want to burst down his score, but that's not going to happen. Ancestral will connect. Trinity in a little bit of trouble there. And there goes the Sanctification. He has to stay within the circle now, doing a lot of extra bursts. But Falstad, Trinity does go down. And that's 2 men gone already. The Sanctification just so short. Mer by himself. This could be game. Relics may have just been taken out. Renovatio going in. You see the Medivac coming out. Zay's dropping in the backline, fighting for his life, slamming away, popping the Hardened Shield, but still no his Koa kill. And they just baited this out so well against the Hiskoa's hero, which I think would be the Sylvanas. That was just such a good play. Renovatio, it's a 5-man team wipe. No, 4-man.
4-man team wipe.
4-man team wipe. I consider it 5.
I consider it 5 too, because I don't think Medic's going to be able to defend this. And now 40 seconds left on the timer for Sonya as well as the Tyrael.
GG.
I think it's going to be GG and
Renovatio.
They're doing it, guys. Renovatio.
They will be a Sweden
representative.
Southeast Asian representative in Sweden.
DreamHack
Summer champion once again goes to the defending champions, Renovatio from the Philippines.
I
great
have to
game.
give it for them. Great games.
Great game.
Anubarak.
Oh man.
Resurgence wasn't able to do this, my friend.
Yeah, well, very nicely done. Anubarak with the Cocoon. I would say that at the end, it wasn't the Anubarak that won them the game.
Yeah, that is true. It's just
irritating. It was really irritating, but the execution were falling apart on the side of Relics. Really just falling apart.
Yeah, they started to crumble a little bit. Early on in the game, they were doing really well. However, for them, coming to the late game, they just lost one team clash. And again, the momentum started to swing in favor of Renovatio, and they just started executing it really well.
Yes.
Anubarak waited in the right places. They baited it out. Zeratul went in at the right time. I think we do have a replay of of that last final
Yeah,
clash.
let's go.
So let's just see
I
if
wish we
this
could take
was
the last fight slow.
yeah,
but
last fight slow, but here, as you can see, Anubarak waiting there after Jumpy Lion got scouted out. They went in. Mighty Gust was instantly used. They tried to burst down his Goa. They left Trinity all alone there in the background, and that's the problem. He got taken down too low. Falstad himself tried to get into Sanctification, but just not enough. The both of them just dropped right down there.
All. Yeah,
Mur was just totally out of position there.
Now the problem with this fight is not about whether the Anubarak cocoon the medic, but rather that they all collapsed on Greymane a little bit too fast, and they couldn't kill the Greymane. That was the problem. Yeah,
that was really,
Sanctification would have bought them enough time.
Correct.
Yeah, and regardless of what, I think that you cannot have both the Falstad and Tyrael in the same side. You need to have either one of them with the medic.
Yep.
That's going to really help.
Yep. It's really unfortunate for them, but Renovatio are your champions, guys. They fought hard from the losers bracket, coming all the way, beating Resurgence 2-1, beating Sabun Gaming 2-0, beating GDG9 2-0, taking the first set against Relics 2-1, and then winning in the rubber set ultimately 2-1. They had a lot of games shot the entire day, guys. Renovatio are your C regional champions and will be representing Southeast Asia in the DreamHack Summer in Sweden next month.
I have nothing to say.
Defending champions, man.
They did the unthinkable once again.
Back to back.
Rubber set, and they just reverse all kill.
And with a draft like
Relics.
this as well.
Yeah, the team that knocked them down 2-0 into the lower bracket, they just
didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
So again, big congratulations to Renovatio. You guys are our champions. Make us proud at Sweden. This was me, Arctic Shadow.
And I'm Babel. I'm still in retirement. I'm very happy to be here.
Yes. He is still in retirement,
I like how
guys.
he puts it, in retirement. But I'm really, really happy to be here.
Okay, not retirement. Let's put it as a break. You're focusing on other things right now. Okay, so
I'm on break because of family and personal issues. But I love this game to death. I have not casted this game for 3 months, and I still remember stuff about this game. This is insane, guys. Thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure. And well, I guess he will see you guys in fall. And we'll see where I'll be then.
Hopefully we will have Babel for that one as well in the series. We'll see.
I really hope to cast again, but I don't have the time. I really just don't have the time. This game is evolving so fast. In fact, if they pick Tracer, I wouldn't even know what skills
you play Overwatch.
No, but I don't play. I don't even play games enough these days. It's really sad.
I don't see you online anymore.
It's really sad. But I hope that I've entertained you guys, and I definitely look forward to doing this more in the future when I do have the time. Thank you very much for having me here.
This is me, Arctic Shadow. Babel was with me. We are signing off. We'll see you soon.
Morales.
Correct. I think that's the core of their build here. As we do see, again, Jumpy Lion could be in some trouble. Disintegrate going to be used as he is blocked out. He's not going to be able to hook himself away, and he's going to go down here. Trinity going to be able to finish him off as the next tribute is just about to spawn. So
yeah, second tribute also.